Yeah, let's go live. Wednesday live, everyone. It is time. It is time. It is time. What is your favorite topic of conversation? Like, if there's no predetermined topic of conversation, what are you gonna talk about? What's your go-to?
The fucking weather.
The fucking weather. Tater says Tater likes the weather. Yeah, HMH, 70 to 80 in Arizona. Look at that. Look, we already got a weather conversation going on here. Also, Real Broad and Dolphin Girl already dropping 5s, getting us the 2 out of 15 to unlock a cake story with Caden Thunder on the YouTube side. Look at that. Dylan, sports is always good. Sports topic of conversation. Okay, so if there's a lull or if nobody's talking about anything, you're gonna jump in with sports balls. Pluto, what's up? Alley Cat, hello. Lila, hey, how are you? Tanya Walters, +1. And Alberta, +1. Roseanne Crump, Tanya D, aka T, your ADHD brain goes off on so many different tangents, who knows? I'm with you there. HMH Disney and your kiddo. Music? Musics, yeah, that works, yeah. Christmas Museum Girl, local history and genealogy there. Guinea pig, Sally Bean, that's an interesting one. Pluto, video games or hobbies? Yeah, that works. Oh, Joyce, you have another snowstorm going on? No, we're just now getting rid of our final snow piles here. I think they might all be gone as of like today, maybe yesterday. Lacey, thank you so much for the B-Day wishes. Appreciate that. I turned 44 yesterday. I woke up and I'm 88 today. I don't know how that works. The math doesn't math, but here I am. Thanks, Pug Mom. Appreciate that. Joyce, love talking about your various geeky topics, book series, movies, etc. Speaking of not movies, not book series, but TV shows, Tater and I started watching Night of the Seven Kingdoms. Is it night or nights? It's night.
A night.
A Night of the Seven Kingdoms. I'm aging in dusty years. That makes sense. Joyce, that makes sense. Yep. Animal Crossing New Horizons, Yoko, there you go. Stacey Carter, your family, Disney, and Dusty Thunder. Hey, that's the right answer. The right answer was Dusty Thunder for all of this.
Dusty Thunder.
Doesn't count now, Tater. Doesn't count. Baby, Real Broad, baby. You seen a baby with white hair? Winging it today, sandwiches. You know what? Sandwiches is always a safe topic of conversation. Joey Tribbiani thinks so. What's up? A day in the life in Ireland. Good to see you. Thanks for hanging out with us, Jessica. Hello from Utah. Right back to you. Hello from Southwest Missouri. That's right. Some people may say Missouri. I won't. I will not. Grey Dragon Fox birthday stream. Day after we sandwiched it. So, yeah, we had Monday Night Live. Yesterday was birthday, and today it's really interesting because, you know, yesterday I felt like the most special man on the planet, and today I feel like a ghost. Just like I don't exist. I had a 5-minute conversation with this one 5 minutes before the stream, and she didn't hear a damn word of it.
Okay, it was 30 seconds.
It's like you don't have to balance out like loving me extra yesterday with not loving me today.
Listen,
that's not how it works.
I slaved over a meal for you for 45 minutes.
It was good. It was really, really good.
Yeah, tiny violin for Rusty. Aww.
Oh, thanks so much for the baby dragon. Hell yeah. Also, Belinda Doroshko, Aunt Sue. I'll go back to QD since I'm going off on this. Sorry. Malin, Aunt Sue, Fane, Kitty Cat Queen, Doroshko, Charlie Diego dropping the bolts. Malin again there. Christmas Museum Girl, Dylan Sprague dropping the bolts there too. Alley Cat, Kelly Knight, thank you so much. You guys are awesome. Now we'll go back to this.
I also I love that one. It's so cute.
Nice.
Thank you, Ron Gluto.
A treat for my lion.
I also like to talk about cooking.
Cooking? Yeah.
That's something that I enjoy discussing.
Yeah. Margarita, drop the 5. Happy belated birthday to many more. Thank you so much. Witchy Garden, thanks for the flowers and the floating heart. Appreciate that. Rusty Fumder. We've decided that Dusty Rose is going to be a new character. He's an unofficial member of the Rose family from Schitt's Creek. Dusty Rose. You got to kind of say it like that. You know what I mean? It's Dusty Rose. Ghosts and Spirits, Jersey Blind Girl. That That would be interesting. That would be interesting conversation.
I also saw someone say conspiracy theories. I love a good rabbit hole. I love diving down stuff like that.
She does love diving in holes. Bob's Burgers.
I don't even know what to think about.
I don't even know what to think about that either.
Also,
Joyce, it's Forrest Gump. Yeah.
Look at my little.
She got her Diet Coke heart. She's
It's like
Valentine.
a candy heart.
I forgot that this was the closest stream to Valentine's Day, and I should probably do something Valentine-y. We do have some Valentine's confetti cannons. So maybe we'll get some Valentine confetti rocking here. Cake the Rogue dropping almost 300 bolts. Gonna get to it. Anna Hartman dropped the Hundo. Rockwolf, thank you so much. Baldur's Gate, Caden Thunder says. Baldur's Gate. You said you started that game back up and you remembered quickly why you stopped playing that game.
Allie Bean, I haven't
That was what?
yet. Not yet.
Oh, Elden Ring. Yeah, okay.
But it's on my list.
She always looks stunning.
Oh,
Always.
That's fair. Thank you so much.
Always.
It's the lights.
It's the lights. Breezy normally end up talking about D&D. Well, that's your thing, right? So
Akasha, yes, I was waiting until today so that I can. Hey, yeah, Tony's going to bring it over. Yes, thank you so very much. I love it, and I haven't seen this one.
This is the first time I'm seeing it as well.
I think
first
you
time
were.
hearing of this.
Look.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's so cute.
She does love Diet Coke.
So thank you so very much. Yes, I plan on wearing it.
We need to design a shirt that says "I love Diet Coke" and Dusty Thunder.
Yes, I love you more than Diet Coke.
I feel like that's a lie.
I feel like
Back to QOD.
Diet Coke is a necessity, but without you, I would collapse. My whole world would crumble. I would give up Diet Coke for you. If I had to give up Diet Coke for you to stay alive.
I'd be dead in a heartbeat.
No, I would give it up. 100%, I think.
I don't believe you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for the shirt, Akasha. I truly appreciate it. Thank you. It was a very pleasant surprise.
Yes, Dylan saw James Vanderbeek passed away. What is happening? What is happening? Joyce, making sugar cookies this evening for your son's Valentine's bake sale tomorrow. I had the brilliant idea of and I say that facetiously, the brilliant idea of Navy Thunder and I were in Dollar General the other day and saw like the little miniature tubs of cotton candy. And I was like, oh, we could do that for your friends for Valentine's for school. And they had like three of them there maybe. She was like, yeah, let's do that. So I got those three. And I'm like, we'll just have to visit every other Dollar General in the region to get the others, to get the dozen or so that we need. So I went to another one yesterday, maybe, after dropping her off at school, and they had one. And I'm like, this is not going to work. I just Amazoned it. I found it on Amazon. I was like, okay, we got this. It'll be here day before her class party. Along with her Valentine's for them as well. Yeah. Ryan Bennett, I would do anything for love, but I won't give up Coke. We could do the Meatloaf song, the Diet Coke version. Oh, I would do anything for love, but I won't do that.
What could you not give up? I would say caffeine as well.
I could give up caffeine. No one would
I feel like there's an and.
like me or want to be around me for at least a week.
I'd say about 3 weeks.
I also might instantly just perish.
It takes 21 days to change a habit.
I would instantly perish. So I am only chemically alive at this point. Like, I don't know that my body knows how, I don't know that my heart knows how to beat right now without the fuel being pumped into it. You know what I mean? Yeah, it would I'd just flatline immediately.
Someone today said that they had an eye appointment and the eye doctor told them that the twitch was because of too much caffeine. And she's like, well, that's not going to work. That's not something I'm willing.
Can you just give me a shot and deaden it? I have the eye twitch.
Yeah.
I do. I have the eye twitch. I see it all the time. And I'm like, just ignore it.
I have significantly cut down the amount of caffeine that I drink. So not Diet Coke, just switch to caffeine free. But I try not to drink over 200 milligrams per day. That's my goal.
I call that breakfast.
I know. Like I would never have a energy drink. Real broad Botox.
There you go. Botox. Yeah, I can't do that. But caffeine-free Diet Coke and normal Diet Coke do not taste the same.
How do you know?
There was a question mark at the end of that. It just didn't sound like it. They took it off the teleprompter. I'm sorry. They don't taste the same, right?
I think they do. Sometimes they're crispier or not.
New QOD.
Caffeine-free and regular, do they taste the same?
Do they taste the same? I don't think, no. There's no way they can, right?
The twitch would be gone if you use Botox. Hey, that's true.
I wouldn't be able to smile anymore, but my twitch would be gone.
I don't really find a difference in the two. So.
I would be talking and reading stories like this because none of my face could move.
Yeah. Do you? Yeah, Caden says he thinks they taste the same as well.
Really?
I don't really notice a difference. No, I mean, not enough to make it like a big deal for me. But I drink them. I did have a Pepsi Zero the other day, and that was actually quite tasty. So I did not hate it. It felt very crispy, and I liked it.
Unfortunately, Pepsi Zero doesn't have quite the cute swag that Diet Coke has. You know what I mean? Diet Coke is a thing.
They don't have the Santa.
Thank Paula Abdul.
And I guess at this point, Pepsi has taken the polar bears.
They did. They took the polar bears with their Super Bowl commercials. They took them. I was raised in a Coca-Cola family to the point where, like, my parents collected like antique Coca-Cola signs.
I was raised in a Pepsi family.
Stuff. Really?
Yeah.
And you drink Diet Coke now, and I drink Pepsi. I don't drink soda really unless we're like out at a meal or something. But
I'm gonna give Coke Zero
soda,
a try.
It's gonna be Pepsi. So there's that. All right, let me go back to QD for just a minute, and then we'll dive into the actual show here. Tangents all around. Everly, thanks so much for the heart me and the lightning bolts. Rez, with all the bolts there. Adventures with Pam with the club power. Rockwolf, more adventures with Pam. Thank you so much, Melissa Elliott, Julie May, Allie Bean, dropping all kinds of stuff there. Allie Cat, Cindy Lou, Snoops and Shasta, Kayla, Cake the Road, dropping the 350. Sahasrala in the house with the Go Popular. Aunt Sue with the Sweet Flutter. That's cool. Melissa Elliott, Rockwolf, Anna Hartman again there. Kayla, thanks so much. We are at 1450 out of 5K on the Bolt goal right now. TikTok Live Studio did push a new update, so maybe our gift goal tracker will work. I don't trust it, though. We'll see what happens. Diet Dr. Pepper's really good. Yeah. I like Pepsi is pretty much the only kind of soda that I'll have, or Coke, but only if I'm like eating out somewhere, or if we're going to like a family function meal at Candy's parents' house, that kind of thing. It's rare. But G Fuel, Monster Tea, you know, all the caffeines. Ninja Turtle with the floating heart, thanks so much for the love. Appreciate that. We are at 3 of 15 now on the YouTube side. Let's rock and roll and get this show on the road, shall we? Welcome to the Gosh Heckin' Stream. Today, the 11th of February, 2026. Coming up, we have stories about reading partners' messages on their phone, supporting exes, comedians crossing boundaries, disputes over family loans, awkward-shaped pinatas, not paying for family to attend weddings, and we have a spicy mother-in-law story, lightning round with Tony Spark, and petty revenge stories. Hey, yo. Let's rock and roll. First goal on the TikTok side is 5K bolts for the lightning round with Tony Spark. And on the YouTube side, we have a super goal of 15 5 and up supers to start for a cake story with Caden Thunder feedback. So you can anticipate all the awkwardness rolled up into that one.
Let's fucking go.
The share goal this week is 15 hundo shares. TikTok side, hey, with the continued funkiness of everything in TikTok world, not just algorithm monetization, all of it is just upside down and incomplete. Like, we have no idea what's going on. But we do need your help more than ever getting in front of people. So please, please, please hit that share button. Introduce us to your friends. Don't be ashamed of us. We're pretty cool.
And on the regular posts, too.
Yes, very much so on the regular posts.
Comment, like,
I'm hip.
share.
I'm cool.
If you share, he won't do that anymore.
Yeah, you have to share to get me to stop. Reminder today, keep chat positive and respectful. Everybody, of course, is allowed to have their own opinion. We want you to share that opinion in a respectful way. But it costs absolutely nothing to be a decent effing human being. So let's just do that. No politics, no religious debates, no spoilers. Let's fucking go. Get out your brooms. I'm sorry.
You brought me back.
I hit the wrong button. I feel like...
Good thing I wasn't itching my nose.
Kayla Egging sent a super fan box 5 viewers can open. I'll snap. It's a 5 bomb. Adventures with Pam with the fluffy heart. Oh, wait, what is that? The fluffy heart? Oh, it's got the paws. Panda, Sabs, Adventures with Pam, Janine Benham, Watermelly, Aunt Sue, Lori, Joanne, Kate the Rogue, the 400 Bolts. Hell yeah. Sarah Barracuda, Liz, thank you guys so much. 2 minutes and 20 seconds on that chest to open up. What does it cost to be AskCon 3? Everything. Nerd Dad dropping the 5. A tribute to my favorite Caden quote, don't bite the horse that feeds you. Yeah, 100%. Thank you so much, Nerd Dad. It's good to see you here, by the way. We had a really nice message from Nerd Dad the other day. Hit me in the feels. Deanna with a floating heart. Thanks so much for that. Let's go. Hey there, it is Dusty Thunder with a story for you. This one is, am I the astronaut for telling my girlfriend I need space after she read my private messages? We should do a poll for this. Okay, so it's a girlfriend. If you're dating somebody and they pry into your private messages, is that a deal breaker? Is that a need to hit pause and reevaluate kind of time? Am I the astronaut for telling my girlfriend I need space after she read my private messages? I'm NTA on this. And Tater Rooney, you haven't read this message or this story, I believe. So, what do you think?
NTA. Unless they're cheating.
Unless OP gave the girlfriend a reason.
But if it was just insecurity driven checking, then that's totally wrong.
When insecurity,
it's totally wrong, and she knows it.
B Cobb says, "Hey Dusty, thanks for having wifey with you. She's great. She is great.
Aw.
But this was part of her master plan all along. She had me up here alone just to like get you guys warmed up, so she would eventually steal my thunder. And it's really the Candy Thunder Show. It's just got my name on it. I'm just kidding. You want me to take you off camera so you can slap me?
Yeah, let's add that to my rap sheet as well.
Oh man.
My gosh.
All right. Am I the astronaut for telling my girlfriend I need space after she read my private messages? Poll has ended. What are the results here, Tater Rooney?
64% NTA, 25% ESH. I didn't think about ESH.
I always forget about that.
And then a smattering at 1, 2, and 3.
Okay, a smattering. Yeah, I always forget about ESH as well. It's like we have to remember there can be multiple assholes in a story. All right, here we go. Am I the astronaut for telling my girlfriend I need space after she read my private messages? I'm a 26 male and my girlfriend is 24 female. We've been together for a little over a year and overall things have been good. We don't really fight much, and when we do, it's usually small stuff. Last week, I noticed my girlfriend was acting distant. Short replies, clearly annoyed, but she kept saying, it's fine. Eventually, she told me she went through my phone while I was in the shower and read messages between me and one of my close friends, also female. For context, this friend and I have known each other since high school. The messages weren't flirty or sexual, but we did talk about relationship stuff, including frustrations we've had with our partners. Nothing I wouldn't say out loud, but still private. My girlfriend said she felt hurt and betrayed that I was talking to another woman about our relationship instead of coming to her first. I apologize for not being more direct with her, but I also told her that going through my phone crossed a boundary for me. I've never cheated, never hidden anything, and she's never asked to look through my phone before. Conversation turned into an argument, and I told her I needed a couple of days of space because I felt like my trust was violated too. She got really upset and said that I was punishing her for being insecure, and that if I cared about her feelings, I wouldn't need space.
What?
Now she's telling our mutual friends that I'm making her feel crazy for wanting reassurance, and a couple of them have said I should just let it go because she only did it because she cares. I'm starting to second guess myself. I get why she'd feel insecure, but I also feel like my privacy matters. Am I the astronaut for asking for space instead of just reassuring her and moving on? Tell me, friends. Are you gonna copy pasta that response? She only did it because she loves you.
Right.
When she escalates the insecurity-driven actions. Well,
I'm seeing a lot of ESHs.
She only locked you in the room because she cares.
No, I don't think you're I don't think you should violate someone's privacy because you're insecure. I think you should open a conversation to address your insecurities for whatever reasons. But how do you feel about him talking about his relationship?
I was going to ask you the same thing.
Well, I asked it first.
I feel like OP, you have to understand how that looks. And unless there has been a prior establishment to your significant other that this friend of the opposite sex and you talk about relationship stuff in a completely platonic way, then you have to anticipate there's going to be some trouble there, especially if you have somebody as a partner who you know has insecurities. I think you have to choose, right? Either you're going to respect that by playing it extra safe and removing any kind of possible obstacle that she would be hurt by. So essentially, like, behind closed doors in private, you shouldn't be doing anything that would make your partner feel insecure in the first place, right? There's that element to it, but also she did invade your privacy. She didn't talk to you about it. She just dove right in and started spying on shit. I have a problem with both of those things.
Yeah.
Not that you're not allowed to have friends of the opposite sex. You absolutely are, but you have to understand that if you are dating somebody with some deep-rooted insecurities, that's gonna be an issue at some point. So maybe head it off. Have the conversation up front.
I think talking to someone about your relationship also invites them into your relationship. I'm sorry, I'm talking to someone about the opposite, like if the opposite sex about your relationship. Not to say that it can't work, but it also invites them into your relationship in a different type of way. So, and I, in my opinion, I think that it can get messy, and clearly if she went to those messages, she had insecurities about this woman or the friendship that they share.
Yeah.
But she should not have done that. She should have brought her insecurities to her partner. She should have never looked in his phone. And since that is the question, I'm going to go NTA because I think asking for space is a normal thing to do. And if someone asks for space, you need to grant them that. And calling and the reaction on the back end of asking for space is making me overlook the talking to the girl and all that. Like what she's done when you asked for space tells me that her insecurities are way more than they should be, and it's almost like she's weaponizing them against you.
And
you're punishing her for being insecure. You should let it go because she only did it because she cares. Like that's weaponizing her insecurities in a way that's going to hurt your relationship. So I think you do need space, and the fact that she's bucking against it bothers me a lot.
Yeah. So you're right, and based on the question that OP is asking, am I the astronaut for asking for space after this happened? No, you're not. You might be for confiding in a member of the opposite sex about your relationship, and that maybe is the bigger issue here. However, what your girlfriend said when she was countering your reaction of wanting space here and saying, if you cared about my feelings, you wouldn't need space. Like, okay. Listen, bish, if you cared about my feelings, you wouldn't have dove into my phone and spied on shit in the first place. So, yeah, in overall ESH, but for the question at hand in NTA, I do agree.
I think the girlfriend is acting immaturely in response to the request for space.
Yeah.
And I think but I don't think that you should talk to the opposite. If you're, in a relationship, man, woman, and talking to another man about your relationship, that's one thing.
Yeah.
But when you talk to another woman about it, it gets messy, and that's just something I would caution against. And anyone that you talk to about your relationship, I don't know, it opens it up. So it opens it up to a lot of things. So just be careful about doing that. You do have to be careful and guarded, and understand that while even you may have perfectly noble intentions there, it doesn't mean that the person you're talking to does, right? I mean, you have to be aware of that. You have to be. Okay, so we'll make the official NTA determination here for OP for the question at hand, which was, am I the astronaut for asking for space after my girlfriend read my private messages? And because that's the question, that's why I'm going NTA.
Right. But overall, in the grand scheme of things, I think we agree it's an ESH.
Yeah.
ESH is everyone sucks here, by the way. NTA, not the Astronaut, ESH.
I think they both need
Everybody sucks here.
some help in the communication department, because if you're communicating with someone else, you should probably be communicating with your girlfriend.
Yeah, agreed. Agreed. And I will say this, OP, you also have to understand that if you are going to have a relationship with somebody who struggles with insecurity, the way that they translate and receive space is very different than the way that you intend it. The space that you are asking for is translated as this person is leaving me, right? Like,
For sure.
whatever space that may be, whether it is like, hey, I need space to think for an hour, or I need a couple days, whatever it is, the need for separation,
Absolutely.
need for space is translated internally as this person is abandoning me. So just be aware that that's the case.
I was that person. When
What?
you asked for space, it triggered like that type of response. I didn't do that. It was more like it made you feel like you were being abandoned. I've moved on from that.
She and I have both grown from that, and it took some time to figure out what the fuck was happening, right? Like,
Yeah.
you can't explain what you don't understand, and when you feel things strongly, you definitely don't understand them. So it took time for us to figure out what was happening. When shit would go down, I would run because that's what I had been trained to do in a previous relationship, to get out of there before things went really south, and I needed time to process. How that was translated to Candy Thunder was like, anytime I needed space, is that I was leaving, I was abandoning her, and it wasn't the case. But both of our baggage coming into our relationship, I think, trained us. We had to reprogram ourselves for this relationship, basically, and that's what happens. People drag their shit into a new relationship and have to reprogram for the relationship you're in.
Yes. And now, like, we can both effectively take space. I've graduated from feeling abandoned as someone says they need space to saying we need to take space. So I think but you've also made me feel super secure in our relationship.
Well,
And
yeah.
I know that you're not walking away. So it takes both people working towards a common goal, which means that like this relationship isn't doomed. It just, you have to communicate though in order to understand it,
Yeah.
and to move forward. But next story.
Okay, yeah, we're
It's a whole nother top. There's a whole other topic.
Sorry. It was. I think it's a worthy conversation, but it's not simple, right? It's not simple at all. We'll dive into the next one here shortly. Overkill Mill dropping bolts there too. We're getting close. We're at 4:15 on the YouTube side. On the TikTok side, we are. It won't show me at the moment, but we're about 80% of the way there. We're close. Sabrina Bartelli dropping the bolts as well. Lovely Lisa. Real Life Works. Risa dropping the 147. Vilma. Zoe C. Risa again there with the 158. Vilma HR. Angie. Overkill Mill. Hekuba. Patty Joe. Hekuba. I know that name. Everly, Patty Joe, Vilma, Angie, Lovex, Shikanta, Angie again there, Emily, Ray, Risa dropping bolts. Thank you all so much for the love. Pluto dropping them in there as well. Oh, there was one that I saw. Emily Ray with the star. Oh, there was one I saw animating over there. Gray Dragon, the star ride. That was it. Thanks so much. Thanks so much.
Also, Risa is back in the game.
I know. Risa's back in the Gosh Jacket fam. Hell yeah. All right, we'll dive into our next one here. Hecuba. Wait. Yeah, I said Hecuba.
Oh, it's Hecuba.
Like, yeah, it's Hecuba. It's like, I know this name from Bluey.
From Blue.
That's how I know most of the things that I know. Bluey taught me about life.
Bluey is the best.
I was born yesterday. All right, here we go. Hey there, Dusty Thunder once again with another story for you. This is Am I the Astronaut for refusing to financially support my ex-wife after she supported me through graduate school?
Yikes.
Poll for this one, shall we? Sounds like a messy split. Am I the astronaut for refusing to financially support my ex-wife after she supported me through graduate school? Poll has started. This kind of feels like the kind of thing that would be worked out with attorneys during a divorce. You know what I mean? Like in some kind of spousal support arrangement. Because if she did support you through graduate school and can prove that, she might have something to use to say that you owe her back. I don't know how that works. I don't know. I'm not an attorney. But It's possible. It's am I the astronaut for refusing to financially support my ex-wife after she supported me through graduate school? Don't quite know what that means yet. So I think I'm at an IDFK. I don't fucking know. Vilma, Patty Joe, Marie, thanks so much for the love. Sarah Jane, Patty Joe again there. Shadow Wolf, you guys are awesome. It is a sticky situation. It's getting sticky. Sticky, man. Bay Fox says ask on one. Could be an ESH. ESH was my first thought here, but we'll see. Jackie Meyer, thanks so much for the bronze medal.
Results are ESH with 28.38%, followed by ASCON 1 with 21.6%. So quite the
split.
Yeah, it's all over the place. So
all over. Anchor IDFK does need to be an option. Tony Spark reminding us that we have less than 600 to go to get lightning round unlocked. Okay, let's dive in. Am I the astronaut for refusing to financially support my ex-wife after she supported me through graduate school? I divorced my ex-wife 4 years ago. We were married for 7 years. We share a son. Early in our marriage, my ex decided to return to school full-time to finish her undergraduate degree. For our first 2 years, I worked full-time and paid all of our shared expenses so she could focus entirely on school. I also took on a large share of household responsibilities during that period. I did not see this as some big sacrifice on my part. This is just what you're supposed to do when you're married. I never expected anything in return. After she graduated, she was able to move into a better paying job. Later in the marriage, I decided to pursue graduate school full-time. For the final 3 years of our marriage, the dynamic shifted. My ex worked and covered most of our shared expenses while I focused entirely on my program. We also relied on my premarital savings during this time. Because of this arrangement, I was able to complete my degree and eventually enter a much higher paying field. I've always considered this fair since we both supported each other at different points, regardless of how things ultimately turned out. The marriage ended after I discovered she emotionally cheated. When I confronted her, she apologized and agreed to go to counseling. She said she wanted to work on the relationship, but I chose to file for divorce anyway. I had lost all love and respect for her. She was pregnant at the time, so I insisted on a paternity test. She was deeply hurt by this, but really could not fight me on it. Our son is mine. Since the divorce, my career has taken off. I'm now financially comfortable with a level of stability and earning potential I did not have during the marriage. My ex, on the other hand, is still working the same job she had before the divorce and says that inflation has made it harder for her to get ahead. We have 50-50 custody of our son. I pay child support as ordered by the court, which includes covering all healthcare and childcare expenses. Because of how the support order is structured, very little money actually ends up in my ex's hands. Recently, she told me that she is 2 months behind on her mortgage payments and asked if I could help her, like she helped me when we were married. I asked her why she needed the help since she has the same job she had when we got divorced. She just cited inflation and would not give any more details when pushed. She has a daughter since our divorce, but her daughter's dad is not around and, as far as I know, does not contribute financially. He lives out of the country. I suspect he is contributing significantly. I expect that is contributing significantly to her financial status. She says that supporting me through graduate school delayed her own financial stability, limited her ability to advance her career, and that I'm now enjoying the long-term benefits of years of her labor and sacrifice while she is still dealing with the consequences. She also says that while I was in school, she shouldered a lot of the household tasks and whatnot. According to her, the payoff for my degree only arrived after the marriage ended, meaning I benefited more from her support than she ever benefited from mine. I told her I thought this interpretation of events was utterly ridiculous. Everything she did for me during the marriage, I did for her during the marriage. That does not translate into any ongoing obligation post-divorce, and I reminded her that until I went back to school, I did the bulk of the household tasks. I just had less time when I went back to school. Additionally, in the divorce, she wanted to keep the house. Even though the court ruled I did not owe alimony and that I was entitled to my equity in the house, I gifted her my equity so that she could refinance and keep the house. I told her I would not be giving her money beyond what I already provide for our son. I have worked hard to move on and build a stable life, and I do not think it's my responsibility to financially support an ex-spouse years after a divorce, especially under these circumstances where we each supported each other during the marriage. Am I the astronaut?
I mean, it's NTA, right? Like he's, I mean, it sucks that she's in the position that she's in, but I also think it tipped the scales when he said he gifted her his equity in the house. Like, I mean, that's above and beyond in my position, or in my opinion, because there's a lot of people that would not do that. But I think, but she also went on to have another child and has no financial support from the person she had the other next child with. And yeah, life, like, it is hard. Inflation is hard, and it does make life less stable. And I think like everybody can sympathize with that. Right. But at the same time, you can't go back to your ex and like demand support after the divorce is already done. Like you can't, if they're not a bank, you can't go back to them and want more and like redo a divorce thing when you've already accepted the settlement. So legally speaking, I mean, I don't think she has anything to stand on here.
No, except she can go back to court and ask for an update or a modification on his child support if there has been a change in circumstances. And if the change in circumstances is he's making a shit ton more money right now, you could ask for that. They would reevaluate everything, and maybe you'd get a little bit more. But the way that she's pitching this is spousal support, right? She's pitching it as alimony, which is absolutely not owed in any way, shape, or form. And even if he hadn't supported her during her schooling in the beginning, and she still supported him, he gifted her his equity in the house, which would cancel out, I'm sure, more than that. So there's nothing to do here.
I mean, hopefully, unless it was like a new house and then it was like $10,000 of equity and like hardly anything.
Maybe.
I don't know. Maybe he's overselling the equity, but I mean, even it doesn't matter in any way, shape, or form. He gifted the equity, which he did not have to do.
Yeah.
But no, I think
she's pissed off because she hasn't made choices that have paid off in the way that you've made choices. This is a projection of discontent. And you are doing better than she is right now, and she's unhappy by that and feels like you should, give her some of your Monopoly money because you've done better.
I'm like, I wouldn't suggest selling the house right now.
No.
Because I don't know where you would go. But financial planning would benefit her well, and I think she obviously needs to seek financial support from the person who is not helping actually parent her second child. I mean, there's so many different things that she could do here, but it is not OP's responsibility to give her money.
It's not OP's responsibility. Now, like it was commented in chat here, she's just asking for help. Maybe, but the way that she's done it is she framed it with the context of you owe me. And so OP says, recently she told me she's 2 months behind on her mortgage payments and asked if I could help her like she helped me when we were married.
She feels entitled to it.
She was asking for help, but she was doing it with a you owe me wrapper, which is the problem here. If she had said, hey, I have no other option. Can you help me? We can set up a repayment plan, whatever. It might have been a different story. But the owe me part of this, she's trying to use this as collateral, and it ain't it. It ain't it.
And yeah, like you said, she could take him back to court for more child support or like whatever that looks like. But I mean, those are all legal avenues that she has available to her. But it can also, you also can rock the boat in the wrong direction doing that. So
yeah. And if she's really in a bind as much as she is, that could end up changing the 50-50 to 70-30, where he has the kid more. You know what I mean? If she's not able to care for him, it's possible. It's possible that could backfire.
It is possible. Yeah.
Yeah, Dawn. Exactly.
And so it's like, that is right. The second father of her daughter he lives out of the country.
Yeah.
So
yeah. So he's, but again, that doesn't make it OP's problem.
No. I mean, it's not. So I sympathize with his ex-wife because things are hard, times are hard, and you get spread thin, but at the same time, like, you can't go back to your ex and demand money because you helped them while they were married.
You can't do it in the you owe me way. Now, as a father of a child that is in this environment 50% of the time, I might approach it differently, or at least make sure that like my kid has everything my kid needs to be safe and comfortable. You know what I mean? And if not, then it's a different situation, and I'm going to help if I can for the benefit of my child. But that doesn't mean that you're obligated to, right?
Yeah.
So we're going NTA on this. It's a sticky situation, though. Yeah, but it's the "you owe me" rapper that really just fucked this whole thing up. And she does have some options available to her, but it is not directly your responsibility. If she does choose to go back for a modification of support, then it could help. It could help her, or it could hurt. It doesn't know. It doesn't know. That's where I'm at. Doing real well up here. In the meantime, we hit the Gosh Heckin' Bolt goal, and I pulled it up before it reset, so I've got the names.
Nice hat.
I'm winning.
Perfect timing.
Oh, I had a cowboy hat on?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's your shirt.
Hell yeah. It's my governor from The Walking Dead. I was like, what's the name of that show? Don't remember. There we go. With the hat and mustache. Hell yeah. All right, for hitting the Gosh Heckin' Bolt goal on the TikTok side, Mackenzie in the number 1 spot at 1406. Cake the Rogue in the number 2 spot at 750. Risa in the number 3 spot. Then we got Love X, Adventures with Pam, Lori, Aunt Sue, Vilma, Droshko, Rock Wolf, Anna Hartman, Melissa Elliott, Wrong Pluto, Rescue Ninja, Cheeky Island Girl, Overkill Mill, Patty Joe, Sherry Sosa, Angie, Sabrina Bartelli, Mama Kitty, Malin, Sabs, Bethany, Everly, Watermelly, Charlotte is what that says. Sherry Medic, Charlie Diego, Kayla, Zoe C, Cindy Lou, Kim Allen, Chris Museum Girl, Candy Koala, Marie, Sarah Jane, Emily Ray, Julie May, Nay, Hortensia, Daddy's King ×2, is that what it is? Joanne, Hippie Hop Frog. Thank you all so much for helping us unlock the Gosh Heckin' Lightning Round with Tony Spark. Let me get the new one set up here. Love X saw the Mighty Sweetie. It was very cool. Thank you. Thank you. Let me get the new one set up. We are going to unlock with this next gift goal a spicy mother-in-law story and confetti. Are you planning on using the heart-shaped Valentine confetti today, Tony Spark? Sure, he says. And what are we doing for this? 30 seconds, we'll be into the next story. Actually, we'll be into lightning round. Boop, boop, beep, beep, boop. I don't know if anybody else does this, but when I'm like at the gas station and I'm hitting my PIN number, I totally David Rose that, and I'm entering my PIN, not PIN number. It's not PIN number, it's PIN. When I'm entering my PIN into there or my rewards phone number, I make noises. I'm like beep beep boop beep beep boop boop. I make sound effects for pretty much everything I do. Does anybody else do that? Does anybody else? Mackenzie, Books, Coffee, Tea, Mel, Just Mags, Charlie Diego. Thanks so much for the love. Terry Dan, Angie, Personalized by Yinny. Welcome to the Gosh Heckin' Fam. We had someone else show up, a new member of the Gosh Heckin' Fam during that last story as well. Let me go back and see if I can find it real quick. And then we'll dive in. Tony Spark is at the ready here for lightning round. I'm trying to find it. Oh, there we go. Melly just became a member of the Gosh Heckin' Fam. Cassie just joined in here. Heck yeah. Aunt Sue, if you're bored, you do that as well? Oh, wait, Pluto, Gray, and you do that and make, words are hard. You all make sound effects noises also? Make rando songs, Hockey Mom? Why? What is happening with my face and the thing that makes words? Linja Turtle, Aaron, thanks so much. Historian training member for 17 months. Happy belated birthday, Dusty. Thank you so much for the love. Thank you. Appreciate that. I'm 44 now, halfway to 88. Think about that. All right, here we go. Ladies and gents, it's time. Lightning round. Caden Thunder, you always type in fake pins with your real numbers to throw the spies off?
Fake pin numbers?
Yeah. You and then hit the backspace button. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I just type in a fake pattern every time.
Huh.
I'll throw in 4 extra digits.
Very interesting.
Seems a little bit excessive.
The people are watching.
Listen, if somebody wants to steal my PIN number, good luck.
It's
it won't
PIN.
get you
It's
far.
not PIN. It's not PIN number.
Well, you said it, and it's got neat.
Oh.
Yeah. If somebody wants to steal my PIN and try to do something with it, good luck.
personal identification.
You're not going to get very far. So have at it.
He keeps saying pin number. It's not. It's just pin.
Number.
If you haven't seen that episode of Schitt's Creek, I'm sorry. Tate, are you heading out?
Yeah, I'm going to grab Navy.
Oh, going to get Navy Thunder, and we'll be back.
Right.
Be safe. Love you. All right, ladies and gents, we have a lightning round up. If this is your first time watching and seeing Lightning Round is a collection of shorter stories, and we have only the ability to provide short feedback on them. So it could be 30 seconds, it could be 60 seconds. Caden Thunder is manning Jean-Luc Peacock, who will mark the end of our feedback period. So we'll dive right in here. Story number 1. Am I the astronaut? Should I sell tickets to a game to a friend that is a huge fan of the team, or sell for profits? As the title says, I got tickets in a lottery for a World Cup match. I have a friend who wanted these tickets very badly but did not win in the lottery. I can make a $400 profit, or I can give them to him for retail. He has been looking for tickets, but he only wants to pay face value. What should I do? Am I the astronaut for not selling to him and trying to make a $350 to $400 profit? He is one of the top 6 to 8 friends of mine, if that makes a difference. Thoughts?
Yeah, you're an asshole, buddy. You're some of the worst of the worst. People who buy tickets and then try to upsell them to make a ridiculous profit are pieces of shit. So you know what? You're an asshole, especially if they're supposed to be one of your top 6 to 8 friends. Weird random number range, but whatever. You're a piece of shit. He's your friend. He's a fan of it. You probably don't even like him. You're probably just trying to make some money off of it, you dick.
Scalpers suck. People who
This
get
guy
tickets
sucks.
and then turn around and sell them for a profit.
Those are the worst kind of people.
Yep, agreed.
Ascon 1. Be a nice guy. Sell to your friend for what you paid for him, dick.
Ask on one, agreed.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
This guy sucks.
I think the world has kind of solidified you shouldn't be doing that at this point.
Yeah.
All right, next story. Am I the astronaut for distancing myself from my best friend after he had a baby? Let me tell you, 3 years ago, my friend had a daughter. We always said we would meet up, but because of the distance, work, and other reasons, we haven't been able to. I feel bad because his daughter's growing up and I haven't seen her. Well, I'm lying. I saw her one day when I took her to the place where I work. What should I do? I don't feel like going to where he lives because it's more than an hour away, but I think I should. Although if in 3 years neither of us has taken the step, there must be a reason. I don't know. What do you think about it? So it's, am I the astronaut for distancing myself from my best friend after he had a baby? Dude, you know, people change when they have kids. Life changes when you have kids. You don't have the ability to live the same life you did before. You just can't. And there's an inevitable kind of separation that happens with people's lives. If you OP, your life is the same, and your friend just outgrew it, then you guys just aren't compatible as friends anymore. If you wanted to remain friends, you wouldn't be asking this question 3 years after the fact.
Yeah, but I also, I feel like I kind of experienced this because all my friends are having babies and have children, and it's more, you have to put in more effort for that friendship. The friendship takes more effort once they have children, but you also have to you have to accept the fact that they may not reach out as often, but that's where you can step up and say, hey, I know you guys are busy. You're doing it. Hey, why don't I come hang out with you and the kids? I do that all the time. We don't go out. We may not go out anymore, but I'll go down and watch football on a Sunday and hang out with them and the kids.
So
you have to put in the effort. And if you don't want to put in the effort, then it sounds like you already kind of made your decision if you've been going this long without it.
So it takes more effort from both parties.
Yes.
Hot damn, Jean-Luc Peacock.
Damn, that's aggressive.
The little trimmer afterward, that was something. All right, next one. Am I the astronaut for not wanting to pay for a towing fine? The other day I carpooled with a friend to a work shift. Due to heavy traffic in the area and road closures due to an event in the area, we carefully searched the area to ensure we were parking in a location where we would not be ticketed. Later that day, after our shift ended, he informed me that his car had gotten towed. A couple days later, I get a text message from him asking for me to pay half the bill, which would be $90. Am I the astronaut for thinking that I should not have to pay and I am not responsible for this?
Did you tell him to park there? I don't know. I mean, I feel like you guys are kind of in it together, but he said you both carefully researched it. Again, it is his car though. So
legally, you're under no obligation. You're in a morally intersocially here.
And apparently you should have done a little bit better research because your research might have been off because apparently you couldn't park there.
Yeah, you weren't supposed to park there. Ultimately, it's his car. It's his decision. Now, if you want to continue carpooling, I guess reverse the roles. If this had happened to you, would you want the person you carpooled with to pay half? Now, I feel like there should have been some kind of discussion before he just straight up asked you to pay for half of
Probably.
that. You know what I mean? Some kind of pre-discussion, but also these are dudes. It sounds like so.
Yeah.
So that's we don't communicate so in depth or well like that.
Yeah.
I'm in an NTA for not wanting to, but I think if you were going to be a good friend, you would offer to. But
Agreed.
you don't have a legal obligation to, right?
Well, he said in the box here above, not
What Jean-Luc said.
that too.
Next one. Am I the astronaut for refusing to share my birthday cake with my roommate who never buys anything? NTA. I, 25 female, live with a roommate, 24 female, who never contributes to groceries or household expenses. Last week, I bought a small birthday cake for myself. When I went to eat it, she asked if she could have a slice just this once. I told her no, because she literally never buys food or chips in, and this is my birthday treat. She got upset, called me selfish, and said I should be more generous. I feel like I shouldn't have to share my personal birthday treat with someone who never contributes. Am I the astronaut?
Okay, well, maybe your roommate should have got you a birthday cake, actually. That's kind of rude on their part that the roommate didn't get you a birthday cake, but then they want a piece of your birthday cake and they don't I'd be like, no, you can't have this. This is mine. This is mine.
Someone
Just
who
mine.
contributes nothing
Yeah.
saying you should be more generous is the most laughable fucking thing I've heard all day.
Yeah,
I've
that
heard
one's a
some
little
funny
bit-
shit today.
That one's, yeah,
NTA.
NTA.
Was that Jean-Luc Peacock laughing? Yeah. That's fantastic. All right. Final lightning round story. Am I the astronaut for blocking my coworker on my personal phone after she kept texting me about work on my day off? I recently started a new job. One of my coworkers, Becky, is nice, but she has zero
Becky.
boundaries. My boss has my number for emergencies, but Becky somehow got it and started texting me questions about where files are or how to use the printer while I'm at home. Last Sunday, my only day off, she texted me 4 times. I did not reply. On Monday, she got mad and said I was ignoring her and making her job harder. I told her my personal phone is for my life, not for the office, and then I blocked her number. Now she's telling everybody that I'm not a team player, and the vibe at the office is really weird now. My boss says I should just be more helpful. Am I the asshole here?
You know, sometimes I can relate to Becky because I feel like sometimes Candy Thunder has me blocked because I send her a lot of messages and especially things on Instagram and I don't get responses. And then I think maybe she blocked me. Did she block me? Has the moment finally come? I don't know. I'm only saying this because she's not here, but it'd actually be more funny if she was here to be able to see this. And I hope she's listening in the car and she goes, "Oh my God." That's what I'm hoping happens. But I don't know. I think there's a boundary there and Becky's kind of going over it and I would be getting annoyed too. I don't know about blocking, but I would be like, please, like, if you said multiple times, like, "Oh, look, there's an OMG." Yeah, if you've said it and be like, please don't like text me, like send me an email or something, maybe. I don't know. But yeah.
Yeah. No, I think, look, your boss coming in here at the end and saying this, you should be more helpful, essentially saying you should work on your day off. That's the problem, right? That's a big problem. And so it's essentially a question to your boss to say, "Hey, do you want me to clock in every time I have to answer work questions to someone who is on the clock? Because I'm not working unless you're paying me to work."
Yeah, and if the boss is like, be more team player, be like, "Becky, boss said text her with every dumb question that you have."
There you go.
There you go. Also, Candy, please unblock me.
Candy, please unblock me. Hey, during the lightning round, I had to block somebody on the YouTube side. Some douche canoe over there. My goodness, Jean-Luc.
That's a bit much.
Jean-Luc is serious.
That's a bit much.
Serious. Big round of applause for Tony Spark, our good sport for lightning round today. Hey, yo.
Thank you. You should follow at Tony Spark _ You know, for my once every quarter video that I post. You should come check it out. Yes.
He had to say top 6 to 8 friends because he couldn't say top 6 to 7 friends.
So you said top 6 to 8 friends because he couldn't say 6, 7.
Yeah.
Whatever. I still don't know. All right, a little bit of a musical interlude here while we pivot over to our next story here. You know what? If you happen to pop in and you're watching our show and it's not for you, it's not for you. That's perfectly okay. Just move on. If you have the need to stop and shit on people, who are trying to make content and make a living. It says way more about you than it does us. So kindly fuck off.
Yeah.
All right,
Hometown.
let's dive over to the next story here after we do a little bit of catch up here. Eric the Undertaker saw you pop in with the floating lights. Thanks so much for that. It's very on brand for you. And the finger hearts as well. We are at 735 out of 25 hundo right now. That Alaska girl, Sabs, Caitlin Pelletier, Art Unforgotten, Crafts of Paradise, Eric the Undertaker dropping even more finger hearts there. Vilma HR, Becca, Texas, Vilma again, Pug Mom, Sherry Medic, Megan Carroll, Allie, Josh Smoots in the house here. Eric the Undertaker with the lightning bolts. Love X, Ali, Shanti Scarlett. Thank you so much, Sarah Redding. Dropping the 5 on the YouTube side. What type of birthday cake did you have for your day, Dusty? I had dirt cake on Saturday. I had dirt cake. Dr. Sweet, who's the ass who said the negative shit to the Thunders? Just give me a name. Canyon something. He's blocked from the channel now. No
I thought it was Candy Thunder because she said
Canyon,
no.
not Candy Thunder. No.
She said no, and I said please unblock me. She said no.
I had dirt cake. Candy Thunder is planning on making angel food cake this weekend, so we're gonna have it as like a second birthday cake / Valentine's cake, and that's gonna be really fun as well. Navy Thunder is very, very excited about angel food cake, and also about dirt cake. Still, she wanted to have some more last night, and of course, you know, the what's left is getting smaller and smaller and smaller every day. The other day, I gotta tell you this, last night. No, it wasn't last night. I think it was Monday night after we did the live. We went home and we chilled out, watched a show for a little bit. I said, fuck it. And I got a bowl of dirt cake, and I had stopped at the store and got myself Nutty Buddies, like the wafers with peanut butter, but like with thin chocolate dip. I had a bowl of dirt cake with Nutty Buddy wings, and I like used the Nutty Buddy as a spoon. It was my fuck it moment. It was very tasty, but I knew I was gonna regret that. Immediately afterwards, I'm like, that was a terrible decision. Terrible decision.
Do you remember that guy?
Do you remember what guy?
Every time you talk about one of the Nutty Buddy bars, do you remember the story about that?
Yes.
I think about that every single time I see one and eat one. I laugh so I think it's the funniest thing that happened.
Are we talking about the same story?
I think so.
The prison story?
Yeah, but then that wasn't even that. Like, that was a crazy part of the story to begin with, but it was what the cashier said to you.
Oh!
That.
Yeah.
About the expired chocolate.
Expired chocolate, 30 minutes dead.
I
was trying to buy a nutty buddy, and
it's so funny.
And the gal at the counter was like, "Oh, let me check this. Check the expiration date. It was like months expired." She's like, "Oh, let me go get the new one. You eat that, you die. Expired chocolate, 30 minutes dead. And shit, expired beer, 20 minutes dead." I'm like, I don't think
it was so funny. And this is all happening after he's walking into the convenience store and
got stopped
by somebody who had just served his time. And
just got out of jail that day.
Just had a conversation with him. And he was kind of on this run of like just attracting the most random strangers in conversations that happened for a while. And it was so funny. And then he came out and he's like, because I watched him stand in front of the store and talk to this guy for 10 minutes before he went in there.
And
then it was crazy.
This kind of shit happens to me in public all the time.
Yeah.
Like I'm an oversharer, and I think I attract other oversharers. So people will just randomly.
I mean, this guy talks to him for no joke 10 minutes outside before he even went into the store, and then he was in there. And then when he came out, of course, the guy wanted to talk to him again, so he talked to the guy again. And then he gets in the car. I'm just sitting in the car the whole time.
Magic.
I'm sitting in the car waiting for him to come back because it was a hot summer day and he left it locked with the windows up and turned it off. And I was just sitting there. I'm like, well, you can come back sometime.
That's right. Yeah.
I was like, you're going to come back sometime.
That's what happened.
And I was messaging Candy Thunder, but she had me blocked at that point, so I couldn't even get any help. And anyway, so he finally came back to the car and then he fills me on the whole story. And it was so funny. But yeah, I think about that every time with the Nutty Buddy because he's like 30 minutes of death.
That is not the Nutty Buddy prison story that I was talking about.
I don't know that there's another one. I don't know that I know another one, and it's probably not inappropriate.
I think it is. It's Nutty Buddy is actually a term for something goes down that we don't want to get into.
Let's not talk about
we don't want to get into it. Darkest Mercy, member for 29 months, just got home from the dentist, had a tooth pulled, an implant put in. Glad to come, glad to come. What? Thanks, dude. Glad to come home to y'all. Happy late B-Day, Dusty. Thank you so much. Thank you. My brain is self-destructing. I'm sorry. Let's just go ahead and play this, and then we'll dive into our next story, which I believe is 3. Right? Yeah. I think it's where I'm headed.
It's 4.
Are you pivoting me?
Well,
Calling an audible.
save 3 for when she.
Okay, we're saving 3 for when Candy Thunder gets back. There we go. Rockwolf Dog says, me, Kellyo, thanks for the love. Appreciate it. Yeah, good luck on the recovery. Darkest Mercy, I hope they send some party favors home with you. That will make that process a little bit easier. It's always fun. Pivot! All right, here we go. Hey there, Dusty Thunder here with yet another story for you. This one is, am I the astronaut for only paying my brother $10 a week on a $25,000 loan until I get my feet back on the ground? Shall we do a poll for this? Am I the astronaut for only paying my brother $10 a week on a $25,000 loan until I get my feet back on the ground? If we had IDFK as an option, I would use it here because normally when there's a loan of some kind, there are terms of some kind, and those terms determine how much the payment is going to be, what the payment frequency is, if there is any interest involved, penalties, this kind of shit. If he just handed you $25,000 and was like, just pay me back when you can, and you're paying $10 a week, then that's perfectly acceptable, I believe. So the context defines everything here for me. Thus, IDFK. Am I the astronaut for only paying my brother $10 a week on a $25K loan until I get my feet back on the ground? On a family loan. Family money. Family money. That's not going to cover the interest, Dylan says. If there's some kind of structure and if there is some interests. Yeah. Turtle Rose, we took silver in pairs figure skating. Nice. I have watched none.
Oh, you haven't?
Of the Olympics.
Watched any?
I haven't watched any. Okay, let's get into poll results. We'll get into our story and then we'll talk some Olympics.
Okay. NTA with 35%. Then followed by ASCON 2 at 14%.
Well, this is a true smattering.
ASCON 3 at 11%, ASCON 4 at 9%, ASCON 1 at 9%, and ESH at 17%, and even a 1% at Black Hole.
Hey, whoa.
So,
Wow.
smattering, as it were.
A true smattering. Candy Thunder would love that spread. All right, let's do this. My chat just disappeared. Let's see if I can get it to come back. There it is. Okay. All right. Am I the astronaut for only paying my brother $10 a week on a $25K loan until I get my feet back on the ground? I'm a 25 male with my 29 female fiance and 1-year-old son. My brother's 30. His husband is 31. I work on the farm in Australia and get $58K a year. My fiance and I own a house on the farm, and 18 months ago, I had major renovations on the house. To complete those renovations, I needed to borrow $25K from my brother. We made an agreement that I'll pay him back with no time pressure. I even wrote a contract that reads, I will pay you guys back. No time or amount listed. Since moving into the house, we've had our son and we haven't paid anything back due to having little to no money, living paycheck to paycheck and just trying to survive. He has been aware of our situation and never pushed for money. At Christmas, he mentioned to us in front of our entire family that he didn't know about the loan, that he wanted to talk to us regarding the loan, and us paying him back. We later texted him saying that we are happy to talk. However, it was disgusting to mention the loan in front of our family, especially on our son's first Christmas. On Boxing Day, he and his husband came over and tore us a new arsehole, having shots at us, telling me I'm not doing a good enough job, and telling my partner she needs to get a job and help pay them back. I tried explaining that these last 12 months of having a baby have been really tough. Expenses have gone through the roof. We've had many appliances break on us. The car's been serviced and tires, $5K in vet bills, etc. They also mentioned we should put our son into childcare. I refused, as it's none of their business. For starters, my partner has always wanted to be a stay-at-home mom, and she's worked in childcare and has seen the horrible side of it, and we didn't want to put our son there. I tried telling my brother at this very moment we only have $900 to our names, and we want to pay them back, and said we'll do $10 a week and slowly increase it over time when we get back onto our feet. Frankly, I want and need to look after my family before him. We were told the $10 a week is an insult and that everything else is an excuse. We've always known we were going to be a low-income household and have accepted that. We've never complained, just work hard and get on with our life. We've also reached out for financial help to see if they can help us. My brother is a pilot for a major airline, and between him and his husband, we're estimating they bring in roughly $200K compared to my $58. They also live in a major city and travel overseas twice a year, so have no money issues. And the reason for them suddenly wanting the money, they are going through surrogacy to get a baby and have just found out someone from Canada who is willing to carry for them. They have enough money to pay for the first baby. Their surrogate isn't even pregnant yet, but they want a second baby in the future and can't afford that, so they want the $25K back. So, am I the astronaut for only paying $10 a week? All right, let's talk about this. I knew something had changed suddenly, that they were no longer chill about it. It was no. I know the terms of that were you pay us back someday when you can, no pressure, no timing, no nothing, to now, pay us back right fucking now. Something changed on their end, not on your end, OP.
Yeah, it's number one, it's always very tricky borrowing money from family. It's always
don't do it.
It's always a slippery slope and like a treacherous path. I don't know how many other words, but
if
it's always one of those things that it can create sticky situations and create a divide and create problems, especially if you don't have it very clearly laid out of how the repayment's going to work.
Yes.
Stuff like that. Two, I would be interested in a $25,000 loan that I could pay back $10 a week, please. That'd be great. So sign me up. Sign me up for that.
Hold on.
But
I got to do the math here.
$10 a week is like $500 a year. Right?
That would be 2,500 payments divided by, that's 48 years to repay.
Yeah.
That's with zero interest. 48 years. Oh, 52? Did I fuck it up?
Well, there's 52 weeks in a year. So $10 a week. So that's $520 a year.
Well, I'm just hitting.
So
my math
25,000
isn't
divided by 520. I don't know. But
I'll trust you guys. 52 years.
yeah, I mean, I think the first screw up here is that you didn't write any. You didn't put any of this in writing. You just assumed, and also I think it's not a good assumption when somebody is like, oh well, they have the money, so it shouldn't matter. Like that's a dangerous assumption to make. I think be like, well, they make $200,000, so they don't even need the money, and be like, you can't assume that, and you can't assume that what somebody makes, because you don't necessarily know all of their debts and obligations, things that they have to pay.
They could have just larger scale problems than you do.
Right, and so to just be like, well, they have the money, so it shouldn't matter that much. That's a problem too. But you should have clearly said, like, hey, here's, and then you also couldn't have been upset if you lay it out and you lay out terms of $10 a week before you even made the loan, if they decide to not give you the loan.
Yeah.
Like you can't be upset with that. Like they're offering to help you. And then you should have written this down. Got to get in writing. Get it in writing.
But it is in writing. It is in writing.
Yeah, but not really.
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter. If it's a contract and it has the signatures on it, that's the contract. It could be on a fucking napkin.
No, you should have been a little more clear.
It says, I will pay you back. But there's no terms in there at all, which could help or hurt you. If this came to a legal thing. But honestly, this feels like one of those things where your brother was like, hey man, yeah, I'll help you out. And then this happened and your brother's partner is like, fuck that. We're getting that now. But you can't get blood out of stone, right? There's all those sayings. Truly, if you don't have it to give, you don't have it to give. They gave it to you. There was one comment here. I've got to go back and find. Who was it that said it? Offer to carry the baby for them and be out of debt completely, which I think is brilliant. She wants to be a stay-at-home mom.
Interesting.
I'd pitch it and be like, hey, we will surrogate for you for the cost for.
Somebody said don't loan money to family if you can't.
That you expect back.
Yeah, like if you loan it to family and you're like, you have to be comfortable with loaning that and knowing that, hey, I may not get it back or I may not get it back. It may be years before I get this back. But I mean, I kind of agree that I think $10 a week is kind of insulting. Because at that point, it's like, why? I get that he's trying to say, I want to try to pay you back and I'm going to try to pay you back. And maybe they only have $10. But that is kind of like $10 a week. I mean, it's kind of like.
Right.
I agree with him as being like, it's an insult. Because then I'd be like, well, fuck, if you're just giving me $10 a week, just don't even give me anything.
Right. Because it's a fuck you payment.
What's the point?
It feels like a fuck you payment. That maybe isn't the way that it's
fine, you want your money back? Here's $10.
Yeah.
Like, that's kind of the like tone of that.
Yeah, but if it's all you can do, it's all you can do.
That's
Maybe
true.
that's the way he's seeing it, but they're seeing it as an insult. So, gosh,
The whole thing is messy.
it is super messy. But we got to answer the question: am I the astronaut for only paying my brother $10 a week on a $25K loan until I get my feet back on the ground?
I'm gonna say you're at an ASCON. Where's the scale?
The posters in the podcast studio.
Three, right?
Hold on.
Maybe
There we go.
three.
3. So 4 is you could have done it differently. 3 is you
Should have done it differently.
Yeah.
because you should have laid out terms for this loan. You should have laid out amounts, timelines, all of that stuff. And you shouldn't have just assumed that because they have money that it doesn't matter if they get this $25K back or when they get this $25K back. And also, I mean, the brother should have not assumed that you can just be like, oh, like changing like all of a sudden you're like, hey, I need you to start paying me back now. Like when you said like the brother should have laid out terms before he loaned the money, because then you changed it on him. To be fair to OP, he was all of a sudden like, hey, I need money back now.
Yeah.
Like when you originally did it. Yeah, you can't just be like, okay, like they're struggling for money and then you just change it all of a sudden and be like, hey, I'm ready. I need you to start paying me now.
What are they unrealistic expectations by both parties? I guess that's the big question.
I think so.
Which makes it an everybody sucks here.
True.
I think look, I think although what you're trying to do here is symbolic and saying that we're doing something. Ultimately, I think your brother's the bigger asshole, or maybe even his partner, which I feel like could be driving this. But ultimately, I feel like your brother's the bigger asshole for moving the goalpost on you, for changing things suddenly, not saying, hey, starting next year, we really need to try to accelerate this and get a timeline figured out here. Let me help you figure that out. Let me help you figure out how to make the extra money. Instead, just expected you to, like, what does he think? You have a fucking treasure chest under the bed that you're going to be able to, like, hey, here's the $25K I borrowed. Didn't use any of it.
Yeah.
Just been holding on to it. It's an unreasonable expectation. But I do agree that if you're open to it,
the surrogate idea is it could be a win-win situation here.
pitching the surrogate idea is...
Save everybody money there.
Is brilliant. That's if you're open to it. Wonder Woman dropping the 5. On its face, it's insulting, but if moths are flying out of your wallet and you're asking for dollars in the first place, yeah, I understand. But I think as the person offering to pay $10 a month, I also have to understand the risk of that appearing as an insult to whoever I'm talking to, right?
Yeah.
Who's going to help him get on his feet? Karen says, yeah, and that was the original intent. Or no, they were doing home renovations and stuff. So, yeah, there's a lot of work to do there. A lot.
Messy.
Messy. A little bit of catch up here before we pivot to the next story. Cherith with the name shout out. Thanks so much for that. I don't think I've seen that one before. Also, the freestyle. Very cool. Rock Wolf, Life with Lala. Cherith again with the floating heart. Fluffy heart, not floating heart. Heart me, finger heart. Melissa Elliott, Ducky Danielle, Kim Wind, Sherry Sosa, Myra Catalina, Jamie Nicole, Overkill dropping the Hondo finger hearts. We are close to halfway on the finger heart goal. Elizabeth, Twilight, Sue Missy, Doxies and me, Rock Wolf, thank you guys so much. Appreciate that.
So you have not watched any Olympic stuff yet at all?
None.
So I'm not going to say I'm super big into the Olympics. And this is actually kind of interesting because we have so many people in chat from all over the world competing in Olympics, and it's not just us. So that's kind of interesting.
It is cool.
But I will say, do you ever like watch the Olympics?
I have before, but it's not something that I...
Okay, well, the Winter Olympics specifically brings up one of the world's most electric sports, which is curling.
Oh.
You ever watch curling?
I have seen it.
Curling is electric.
Are you being facetious?
No, I love watching curling. I've watched it the last 2 nights or 3 nights, whatever it's been on. Also, it was the first time that the U.S. made it. The U.S. curling people made it to the medal round ever, and they were playing for gold last night. Unfortunately, it didn't work out against Sweden. Congratulations, Sweden had one bad kind of toss there that that kind of really screwed it up towards the end
They
there,
had
but it was really intense.
one back
So I've been
curl.
learning a lot about curling. I've been learning about the rules because we're sitting there watching and we're like, well, I don't really know how this works.
Yeah.
But it's very kind of similar concept to shuffleboard.
That's what I was thinking.
Like, so it's,
Yeah.
so if you kind of understand
With
shuffleboard.
big pucks.
Yeah. They're granite stone. They're granite
handles.
stones. They're stones. And
It's all about
stones
touch,
or
right?
rocks. They weigh between 41 and 40, or like 38 and 42 pounds, depending on the thing. I learned that. They actually have sensor things in the handle too that'll light up red, like if they think you've let go of it too early or something. They also have a line, manual judges and stuff. It's special ice that they're on with like some
Special ice?
With like some-
with like the sand crystals?
Yeah, it has like some stuff in it, so that's what the broom thing is for.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do that motion too much, but the broom, I can't, there's no way to do the motion without it looking weird of how they work the broom.
Can you
No.
attempt to do
I
that
cannot,
again?
I cannot attempt to do it because it doesn't look good no matter which way you do it.
That's what she said.
But it's got like a fabric thing on the broom, and that's what creates the friction of which controls the speed of the stone or rock, as it may be called. And yeah, it's really entertaining.
The more you know.
Also watched a little bit of the downhill ski jump thing, which I don't understand why people want to do that.
Downhill ski.
That looks insane. Also, there's been a whole conspiracy cheating scandal going on with that.
About the it's not the slalom. What do they call it?
The downhill jump.
That's
the like where they fly through the air, they jump off the thing
Yeah.
and they fly like this. Yeah, there's a little cheating scandal about that. About injecting or putting things in the sensitive areas because it creates more fabric in the suit, which creates more drag keeps you longer hang time. It's a whole thing. Go down that rabbit hole if you want to look at that. The downhill ski jump thing. The downhill ski jump thing. That's a little cheating, crazy thing. But yeah, also the U.S. has this apparently incredible figure skater too that is all over TikTok.
That did the backflip?
Yes.
That's all I've seen. That is the only clip I've seen.
I think it's Ilya Manilin or Manin or something. I don't know. This dude's apparently an insane figure skater, which I've now watched. It's pretty impressive. But he does this move that literally he's the only one in the world who can land this move during competition, which is a quad axle, which means he does 4.5 rotations in the air.
That's dang. That's
He's
crazy.
literally the only one in the world who can do it,
Wow.
who has ever landed it in competition, I should say.
That's amazing.
And backflips were banned, but now they're not banned. And he also does backflips after he does. It's really insane. He's only 21. Yeah, Quad God. And it's funny. He has the nickname the Quad God that he gave himself. But he's pretty cocky, as he should be, because he's like the best in the world. But yeah,
That's
crazy.
That's wild.
Yeah, the Quad God.
Somebody broke some kind of bone, right?
Oh, Lindsey Vonn. Yeah, that was sad. Well, she had her ACL. She tore her ACL.
Was it a neck?
I don't know about
Somebody
that.
break their neck? Oh my god!
But the Lindsey Vonn last week, she ruptured her ACL, and then she still competed with a ruptured ACL, and then she crashed terribly and was airlifted off the mountain. It was bad. That was bad.
Oh yeah, I did see this, Miss Kitty. Surya Bonali did that jump at the Olympics decades ago when it was banned. She did it as a statement. Yeah. I did see that. Which paved the way for him to
The
be able to do
backflip.
it.
The backflips were banned, and I don't know if this is right or not. I don't know the rules of the figure skating Olympics, but that he doesn't get points for the backflips because it's not a scoreable thing, but it's still part of the routine that he can do.
It's just fucking cool.
Yeah, it's cool. But the whole quad axle thing, like he's the only one who can land it in competition who's ever done it. He's like 21 years old. His parents are both skaters. His like mom is so it's like literally genetic.
He's born for
in
it.
his blood. He seems very.
been skating
he also
since
does
the
he also
womb.
does the routines to like interesting music too, and like so he comes across as very cocky, which deservedly so, I think. But he gets dogged on a little bit that his nickname is the Quad God, but that he gave himself that nickname, changed his Instagram handle to Quad God and like gave it to himself. But
Wait, he changed his Insta handle to it?
yeah, the Quad God.
That's a bit much.
I know, but it's true. It's true. The kid can do it, and he does it multiple times. Good for him, you know.
Oh my gosh.
Good for him, USA.
Hey, McKay,
get it.
thanks for the cake.
But yeah, Olympics are fun.
1,000 joules? Hell yeah. Nancy Pans dropped the 5 said brother is going to find out how much daycare costs and children cost very soon. You know what? Yep. I had that thought. I'm like, putting your kid in daycare is not a financial solution unless you have a higher paying job to go back to. That is complicated. Anyway, he's the love child of Chaz Michaels. And yes.
I should have done, that should have been the QOD
Blades
today
of
of what's your
Glory.
favorite Olympic sport.
We'll
I
have to
didn't
do
even
that
think
next
about
time.
the Olympics because, but it's fun. It's fun to watch something different, athletes doing their thing.
Yeah. So my problem is that I get this much viewing time, and Candy Thunder and I will watch a show before we go to bed. But between trying to write a book and do music and do our 2 full-time jobs all the time and having 5 kids.
I got a lot of time on my hands.
Pretty fucking
I got a lot
busy.
of time on my hands, so I just watch curling and stuff like
He's
that.
become very passionate.
But I mean, there's so
curling.
many like sports. Also the luge. That stuff's insane.
The luge.
That stuff's crazy. Those guys are wild. I don't know how that works. That's a crazy thing.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
You got to be pretty crazy to be an Olympic athlete, period.
Yeah.
And the amount of work that goes into that, all for, something that happens in a few seconds, and so many things could go wrong. It's a wild,
Yeah.
it's a wild journey. Tiny, there you go, Tony Spark. You can do some lives where you do commentary about Olympics as they're airing.
Yeah.
I think it's a damn good idea.
It's I don't understand any of it, so that's I did look up the rules.
Terabyte herd. Yep.
The people that fly through the air is crazy. I
Yeah.
don't get that. I don't see the desire.
I don't know. All right, let me do a musical interlude, and we'll jump to the next story here. What's up, dude? How are you? That SRT4 Queen Unicorn, Grandma Shark, do. Mama T, Carrie, Grandma Shark again there, Hippie Hop Frog, Jamie Nicole, that SRT4 again. Thank you guys so much. Greatly appreciate the love. AM Harlequin, see you there as well. We are at 1166 at 25 hundo on the Finger Heart goal to unlock the Spicy Mother-in-Law story and confetti. YouTube side, we are at 7 of 15 to unlock the cake story with Caden Thunder feedback. Yes, pivot. All right, so you want me to bounce to 5 now, since we're saving 3 for when Candy Thunder comes back? Potentially, we're reviewing which story is next here. Twisted Lady, Katriana Droshko. Do 6? Do 5. Okay, heard. All right, here we go. Hey there, it is Dusty Thunder once again with another story for you. This is Will I Be the Astronaut if I broke up with my boyfriend because his friends got him a me-shaped pinata? The fuck? They got him something to beat the shit out of with a stick that looks like you? But to be fair, his friends did that. He didn't do that. Might be an IDFK. Will I be the astronaut if I broke up with my boyfriend because his friends got him a me-shaped pinata?
Poll has started.
Poll has begun. YouTube side, please vote with a comment. There's Tater and Susie Q. Hi, big girl. Your head feels weird? Oh, chill time. Did you have a good day at school? School good? Did you get a note in your lunch today? She's chilling. It is weird.
Excuse me?
20 seconds left on the poll here. Am I the will I be the astronaut if I broke up with my boyfriend because his friends got him a me-shaped pinata? I have questions. I'm at an IDFK right now. But I mean, generally NTA, if you need, if that's what you feel like you need to do. VIP members know I do like napkin art to put in Navy Thunder's lunch when she goes to school. And then after school, I always ask her if she got a note in her lunch today, and then she tells me about what the drawing was and everything. I don't think she's feeling well. Poll results, Tony Spark.
Pretty close on this one. It was 65% NTA, 22% ESH, and then a smattering on 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Okay, the smattering. All right, so 65% NTA. Baby doll heard. I will do that next time. Posting the ASCON scale while polling. That's a good idea. I forget. I just assume everybody in the world knows the ASCON scale. You know what I mean?
They should.
That's on me. Will I be the astronaut if I broke up with my boyfriend because his friends got him a me-shaped pinata? I, 22 female, and my boyfriend, Matt, 22 male, have been together for a year and 8 months. Matt and I go to different universities in neighboring cities, about a 45-minute drive. Matt is in a fraternity, important for later. It was Matt's birthday on Friday, and he went out to dinner to celebrate. After dinner, I went back to my university since I live on campus. The next evening, I was on Instagram, and I clicked on one of our mutual friends' private stories and saw Matt and a bunch of his friends hitting and stomping on a piñata. By clicking through more of the stories, I figured it must have been a surprise party for Matt, since he told me his only birthday plans were dinner with me. On the last slide of the Instagram story, I got a close-up of the piñata, and it looked exactly like me, from the hair color to the skin color, and even down to my septum piercing. There was no doubt that it was me. I was really confused, and I screen recorded the stories. Then I messaged the friend who posted the story. I asked her if that was me as the piñata, and she left me on red and removed me from the close friend's story. This just confirmed my suspicions. The next day, I texted him and asked how his party went, and he acted confused and said he never had a party. I was confused as to why he was lying to me. Told him I saw it on mutual friend's private story, and then he completely stopped answering. An hour later, he answered and said, "Yeah, the guys threw me a surprise birthday party. It's a frat tradition not to talk about it, though." That's when I asked him about the me-shaped piñata, and I sent him the video of him and his friends destroying it. He told me it wasn't me. It was just a random piñata the guys had found. I told him to stop lying to me and that it was obviously me. I told him how hurt I was that he would allow his friends to do something like that, and all he could answer was that they would kick him out of the frat if he didn't accept it. Well, obviously the frat's more important than you, OP. I also brought up how... Words are hard. I also brought up how if his frat had thrown him a surprise party, why wasn't I invited? It was only like 45 minutes away. I knew it wasn't because it was only guys, because the mutual friend who had posted the story was a girl who goes to his university, and I saw on the story that there were multiple girls there. He stopped answering me and hasn't since. It's been a day with no contact. I'm honestly considering breaking up with him over this. I've caught him in lies before, but this is just too much. The video of him and his friend stomping the piñata was just so disturbing, and to find that my face was on it. We were planning on moving in together after graduation, but honestly, I don't know anymore. Would I be the astronaut if I broke up with him over this?
Yeah, no, probably not. This guy kind of sucks.
This guy sucks.
I mean, I think the problem is that it was on. I mean, there's a lot. I don't even know where to start here. There's a lot of red
There's
flags
one
here.
problem.
There's a lot of red flags here. The private Instagram story thing, and then it being deleted once she said something about it. Yeah. Clearly, it was about you. You don't just find a random. It sounds like this was a very specifically selected piñata for that. Like what? Yeah, I don't. I think that this is not good, not good. And I think, to be fair, he might just be blaming it on the frat. I don't know. I feel like maybe there's some more there that he could be saying that, and he thought it'd be funny to get a piñata that looks like his girlfriend and then bring it to the frat party. Like he could have thought that. And maybe he's just trying to blame it on the frat.
Look, even if it was his buddies that did this, look, I think what you have discovered here is that your boyfriend leads at least two separate lives.
Yeah.
And in one of these lives, he hates you and has convinced everyone around him that you're the devil.
That you're bad enough to get a piñata shaped like you and beat the shit out of.
Right. And then in the life that you see, you guys are in love and planning on moving in together, right? Well, that's obviously not really him. You got a glimpse of who the real him is, and he tried very hard to keep that a secret. So it's been lie after lie after lie after lie. You cannot trust him. You're talking about breaking up, but I'm pretty sure that already happened in your messages. Like, you confronted him. He was exposed. He hasn't responded. It's been a day.
Yeah.
You broke up.
This guy sucks.
I think that's what happened. This guy does suck.
This guy sucks.
He's, I think the best thing that you could imagine doing is getting away from this guy, because look at this. If he is already trying to lead a double life while he's in a frat in college, imagine what it's going to be like with him as a, I'm not going to say adult because it doesn't apply to him, but as a more older human. The stakes are going to get higher. His lies will get more expensive emotionally. And this would be a hellish relationship for you to be in as an adult. Cut your losses now.
Yeah.
and start, be alone if you want to be alone as you recover from this. But the next relationship you're in, make sure it's a grown ass man.
Well, and he just told a lot of lies.
Not this-
like
this
there's a lot of lies
child.
there. Oh, I just didn't. How was your party? What party? I didn't have a party.
No.
Yeah, you had a party.
No.
And then it's just a random pinata. Oh, we didn't do that. Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. Dude lied the whole fucking time.
And then he waited for a little bit, and then he was like, "Yeah, but it's a frat tradition."
It's a tradition.
Not
It's a
to
tradition.
talk
Listen,
about it.
maybe I don't know. I don't think anything good has ever come from a fraternity tradition that you're not supposed to talk about. I don't think anything good's ever come from it. And this is another one of those things that if you're beating pinatas that look like one of your fraternity brother's girlfriends, that's a little too fucking far.
Yeah.
Like that's a little aggressive and bad. And this guy sucks. And if it is a fraternity tradition, those guys suck.
Yeah, those guys suck.
Like, what a terrible thing. And then she's like, oh, no, it was just guys, when there clearly weren't guys there because clearly friends of both of theirs were there.
it was a random pinata.
And he was
that
like,
they
it was
just
not a
found.
random pinata that just happened to look exactly like you, and your friends were there, but they were girls too, but there was only guys there. But I don't know how she got there. That's totally, one of the other guys must invite her or something. Like, I don't know. It's weird.
Oh, hold on.
It's kind of fucked up.
If you were at this party where they were doing that to a pinata of you, obviously no one there has any respect for you at all. What happened off camera?
Yeah.
What else happened there? Like this guy needs to become a distant memory.
Yeah. He gone.
He gone.
Kick him to the curb.
He gone. Okay, so what was the question? Oh my gosh. The question was, am I the astronaut or will I be the astronaut if I broke up with my boyfriend because his friends got him a me-shaped pinata? First of all, that ain't the question. That ain't the reason. It is the stack of lies that are the problem. Would I be the astronaut if I broke up with my boyfriend because he lied his ass off over and over and over again? NTA.
NTA. Also, Real Broad says, because there's so many pinatas sold with septum piercings.
Yes. Well, they added that after the fact.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, no, they couldn't have done that. Because if they did that, then it would be proving that they weren't trying to make it look like her. So it just happened to have it.
Oh,
it was
yeah.
just there.
Totally.
Like it's just a total random coincidence. No. This guy sucks. The fraternity sucks. Your quote unquote friend that filmed it and had it on her private Instagram story sucks.
And wouldn't respond to you.
Yeah, probably because after he got done beating the pinata, those two probably had a good time together.
Yup. He beat her pinata after that.
Oh boy.
All right, pivot. Jamie Nicole dropped the finger hearts. Sam Gilmore coming in heavy with all of the finger hearts here. How are you feeling, by the way, Sam? How are you doing? Doing good? Doing good? Jamie Nicole, Jody, Overkill, Sherry Medic, Overkill Mill, dropping more finger hearts there. Sam Gilmore has made a run. Dropped 530 and then dropped another 61, another 4, another 6, another 41, and is still going. Dropped another 228. Hitting the finger heart goal. Look at that. Look at that. Dang, girly. All right, in particular order for hitting the finger heart goal on the tiki-taki side, Sam Gilmore in the number one spot at 5,420. Holy cow. Overkill Mill in the number two spot at 1,400. Love X in the number three spot at 1,200. Top three all 1K and up. Look at you guys go. Jamie Nicole in the number four spot at 630. McKenzie in the number five spot at 400. And then we got Books Coffee Tea, Melissa Elliott, Adventures with Pam, Vilma HR. Look, it's Rachel. Rock Wolf, Sherry Sosa. Terry Dan. Am I saying that right? Terry Dan or Terradin? Terradin? Eric the Undertaker, Darushko, Pug Mom, Aunt Sue, Sherry Medic, that SRT4 chick. Angie Bree with two E's, Sabs, AM Harlequin, Cherith, Allie, Mama Kitty, Charlie Diego, Carrie, Everly, Hippie Hop Frog, Victoria, Just Mags, Jody, Bullshit Express, Sydney, Ashley Atkins, Julie May, Alida, Kim, and Mama of 393. That's a lot. Thank you guys so much for the love. We have unlocked the spicy mother-in-law story and confetti. Now we're going to go for the petty revorge. The petty revorge. Petty revenge reward story. You can see how I got there, right? Sorry. My brain is mush. Brain mush. Here we go. We are going for confettis. Confettis. B, I undermeant what you stood. That's perfect. All right, penning that real quick. We are ready for a spicy mother-in-law story now, and we have Candy Thunder back. Laura, Dusty's the reason I say words are hard all the time. I'm proud of that. I know a lot of people do. That's like I'm more proud of that than anything. What's up, Blair? The Trouth mumbles, Trouth mumbles. I like that too. I likes it. All right, let's do this. Spicy story time. Mother-in-law edition. Hey there, Dusty Thunder with a spicy story for you here. Mother-in-law edition. This is titled, Mother-in-law Tried to Fix My Marriage by Staging a Fake Intervention at My House. I've been with my husband for 6 years, married for 3. From day one, my mother-in-law has treated me like I'm a temporary inconvenience. She's very, my son deserves better, but says it with a smile and a casserole. For context, I work full-time and make slightly more than my husband. He works from home. We split chores. We're happy. Apparently, this arrangement is a personal attack on her values. It started small. She'd ask him in front of me if he was getting enough real meals. I cook a lot. She'd send him job listings making $20K less than he makes now, but that were more masculine. She once told me I was very career-oriented for someone who wants children. I didn't even respond to that one because what? The big incident happened last month. My husband and I went out to dinner for our anniversary. When we got home, the lights were on. I assumed I'd forgot to turn something off. Nope. Mother-in-law was sitting at our table with her pastor and her sister. They had printed articles about modern marriage imbalance and women emasculating men. I genuinely thought it was a prank. She had used the emergency key we gave her 2 years ago when we went out of town. She said that she was concerned because my husband mentioned doing laundry that week. Apparently that spiraled into her deciding I was controlling him and forcing him into domestic submission. But there's a pastor there. You're going to exorcise the demon? I wish I were exaggerating. She said she felt called by God to intervene before our marriage collapsed under reversed roles. My husband, bless him, went absolutely still. He told her she had 5 minutes to explain why she was in our house before he called the police. She cried, full shaken sobs, said I turned him against his family. She said, I didn't raise him to fold towels. Her pastor awkwardly tried to say that we were just there to offer guidance. I asked him if he normally shows up uninvited to married couples' homes at 9 p.m. to discuss laundry. He did not appreciate that. When my husband told her to leave and that she had lost key privileges permanently, she said that we were overreacting and that parents are allowed to protect their children. He escorted them out.
From folding towels?
The next morning, she posted a vague Facebook status about watching your sons fall under manipulation and having no legal recourse. We've since changed the locks. Now she's telling extended family that I isolated him. His aunt texted me asking what I did to make mother-in-law fear for his safety. I'm equal parts furious and baffled. My husband is fully on my side, but he's also embarrassed and heartbroken that his mom thinks so little of him. She's asking for a calm conversation to repair things. I'm done. Part of me wonders if cutting her off completely is wrong, and maybe we should try to work things out, but it feels like the best thing for our marriage and mental health. So, am I insane for thinking staging a domestic patriarchy intervention in my dining room? Damn, I fucked it up. So, am I insane for thinking staging a domestic patriarchy intervention in my own dining room is unhinged?
I would have watched the show. I'd be like, give me your best shot. Let's hear it. We'll fold the towels together while you give us your best show. Tell us, how can you fix our marriage? Hold on, honey, can you go start the laundry again? What the actual fucking fuck? What the fuck? Glad to see where she's stuck in what decade.
I want to know what story she gave the pastor to get him there.
It's an abusive relationship because he voluntarily folds towels.
And what did he think he was going to be able to? You know what? As soon as I walked in the door and saw, well, if it was a priest, I would do this for sure. But a pastor, I don't know. But I would start acting possessed instantly.
I must fold towels. I must fold them now.
Get it
Oh my God.
Get it away!
Is that what you think it looks like?
That's my possession.
You're a cat?
Possessed by an angry cat, apparently. That's what I would do. I would have so many questions though. Like, no, you cannot. Number one, she's not capable of a calm conversation. That's a lie. Okay. She has no intention of having a calm conversation. She plans on coming over and drugging someone. That's what she plans on doing. No, I don't think you can expect anything rational or calm from this woman at all.
Someone did a number on her, though.
Oh.
To have this, like,
Goodness.
mentality. Do you think that she's just upset because her husband doesn't help her?
Probably.
Do you think she's upset because she had to do it all by herself and now she's seeing, like, her husband show up in a way that hers never did, and now she has to watch it, and she's just so fucking pissed that she can't handle it, that she thinks there's something that must be fucking wrong.
Yeah, well, I mean,
she thinks there's something that must be wrong with a man doing housework, with a man showing up for his wife in a fucking way that makes her like that she's appreciated, she's loved. She has a household where it's 50-50 and she can't fucking stand it because she had to do it all by herself.
So, like, the generational trauma aspect of it is definitely there. That is definitely there. But her thinking something's wrong and immediately thinking, oh, something's wrong, it must be her manipulating and isolating him and trying to control him, right? Yeah, so it could be the generational trauma part of it, and how she was raised, very traditional, obviously. But it's what she did with that information. Not understanding it is one thing, and being like, hey, why do you fold towels? Like, she could have had a conversation about it and learned a lot and grown as a human being. But no, she instead just took her narrow viewpoint.
She brought a pastor.
I'm surprised she didn't bring a fucking brain surgeon and been like, either he has a brain tumor or he's possessed.
She wants fucking holy water in the washing machine to cleanse it so that only women can touch it. Wait until she finds out that you do the majority of the laundry in our house.
Not the majority of. Maybe more often.
It's a 7:30, yeah. Truth. There's something wrong with me because I fucking hate laundry.
That doesn't mean there's something wrong with you.
No. I am not programmed.
Did you unblock Tony?
Maybe.
We'll
Maybe
see.
not.
We'll see.
He's not blocked. I'm just
Margarita,
bad at checking messages.
That's a good point. Hubby beat the odds from his family upbringing. Real broad, Ed literally just came back from doing laundry.
People that think that men don't have to do things in their own homes, I feel sorry for those people, and I feel sorry that you think it's unacceptable for a man to do laundry when, like, last time I checked, we are all human beings and we all have the capabilities of doing laundry. Unless there's something that prohibits that. Then I'm sorry. But, like, there's no fucking reason on this. Like, it's 2026. There's no reason that this man can't help his wife and his mother just showing up uninvited in their house, bringing her fucking sister as, like, some kind of spiritual backup.
We didn't
and
address the sister.
And then bringing a pastor to their home at 9 p.m. at night to fight over fucking laundry because she thinks that's the final straw. She thinks that's her son has gone to the dark side, that he's being abused in his home because he's doing fucking laundry. This came back to a fucking laundry story. I hate laundry. And this woman's like, it should only be her job, not his. And I'm willing to go to bat for this. I'm willing to sneak into your home, break and enter, so that I can show you how fucking wrong you are.
On their anniversary. Yep. Yeah.
A Google review for that pastor. That's right. Thank you, Dark Lord.
There you go. Yeah, it might not. Yeah, I don't. I just. She knew the risks whenever she pulled this stunt, right? She knew there was a risk of it not working and of completely destroying any kind of shred of a relationship she had left with you and her son. She FAFO'd, and this is the result.
I think your husband her son doing laundry threatened her reality of what life is supposed to be, what it's supposed to be like, how everyone is supposed to have this role, and her brain can't handle it. Something must be broken because there's no way in her life that a man should be doing laundry.
Yeah.
It must be broken. You must be doing something wrong. There should be evil at play.
My grandpa said I was a kitchen bitch because I was doing dishes. He was joking, but probably a little bit serious too. But that's the generation. The Sam Hill that I just did with my foot.
Your system just ate you.
It did. I got my foot stuck in the cord. Yeah, I did it again. Do these work now? I just broke my headphones. Un momento, por favor.
He's gone. My kitchen bitch he's went away.
I disappeared. I'm a ghost. Wonder Woman
I see
dropped
you,
the
Tony.
5. Mom's marriage is 50-50. OP's is 100-100. She's bitter. Hopefully it's just that. But what she's doing with the information is completely unacceptable. She knew the risk. The relationship is burned to the ground. I now have one question for you, though. Because I thought I had all this figured out, but then something clicked. You said your husband is 100% on your side. What is his side? Because it's not just you that is being attacked here. He's being attacked by his mother as well. Now, he was sad because she thought so little of him, right? But a major boundary has been crossed for him as well here. He shouldn't be wanting to go no contact with his mother for your benefit. He should be wanting to do it for himself. But how it's being presented is that he's on your side and it's completely up to you. But what he's got to feel something about this. Like, what does he think needs to happen here? I guess that's my question.
Maybe he had interventions his whole life, so it's the norm. He's just used to it at this point.
Maybe. But I think this is a really good opportunity for you, because if she's doing this, there's a really good chance that he was heavily manipulated by his mom his entire life. Yeah. And now he might be shutting down.
Maybe he means her side because the mother-in-law is blaming her. So it's like, that's the sides. And maybe I'm trying to see why she might have used that verbiage. But maybe she means she's the one to blame, according to mother-in-law. She's the one that's brought this demon into their home. So it's her problem. Yeah. I don't know.
You know what? It was his choice to escort her out. And he did stand up to her and say, hey, you have 2 minutes to explain yourself. Okay. So maybe it's not.
It's mother-in-law versus daughter-in-law.
Maybe it's not as drastic as I thought it was. But the question.
That really hurt my ear.
That was a loud one.
Ah.
And look.
But look, they're little hearts.
Aw, that's so cute.
And Navy Thunder, that's the one part she catches. She's like, oh, heart confetti. Oh, look, this one says love me. Love me.
Oh, really?
Choose me. Pick me. Text me. That's what it's everywhere. It's everywhere. It's really funny because there are now pieces of confetti like in the community restroom here. There's a piece of confetti like always in our bathroom at home. Like confetti finds its way everywhere in our lives.
I took the bathroom trash out today, and there was confetti underneath the trash bag.
How?
In our bathroom trash can. I don't know.
How? Navy Thunder. Oh yeah, we attracted her with the confetti here. Okay, so I didn't pull up the goal that we did hit on the TikTok side. I'll scroll up and do some catch up here. Though. But the question
there she is.
I was trying to get to. The question that we need to answer is,
I know. You rock.
It's not a poll. Mother-in-law tried to fix my marriage by staging a fake intervention at my house. Mother-in-law is. I feel like this is black hole behavior. What do you think, Tater?
No, 100%. This is what black holes reserved for showing up in someone's house staging an intervention over laundry.
There we go. Let's send her. Oh yeah. Come here. It says you rock.
It's for you.
Look at that. It says you rock. Now hold it up so they can see it. It says you rock. Yeah.
For you.
Thank you. I appreciate that, kiddo. Oh, big squeeze. Did you get a note in your lunch today?
Yeah.
Who was it?
Tinkerbell.
It was Tinkerbell?
Aw. You haven't done that one yet.
No, we hadn't done that one yet. Had to add it to the collection. I took a little break from doing the Disney princesses because I was struggling with proportions and I was getting frustrated. So I returned to them today.
Look at body on you.
Feeling okay? Yeah?
Okay. I get.
Is your head okay?
Your head feeling better?
Yeah.
Oh, did you went deaf in one ear? Momentarily?
The sound is it's I don't know.
We're going to have to get some range ear protection. Like the ones we have for the kids at 4th of July? Yeah.
Oh, it says love me.
Good for both of us.
It was, yeah. Yeah, these special edition ones have a hair grain, something.
This is for all of us. That one
She is a
I
pretty
just
girl.
found.
Okay, let me do a little bit of catch up here, and then we'll dive into the next story. Crystal, Vilma, HR, Pet Family, Mackenzie, saw you dropped a ton of confetti there. Kayla Egging dropped a ton of confetti as well. And still scrolling. Aunt Sue dropped some confetti there too. Elise, Mackenzie again dropped all the confetti. Sam's with confetti there too. Pug Mom, Elise, Mackenzie, Vilma, Ashley Ergel dropping a ton of confetti. Doroshko, Sam Gilmore dropping a ton of confetti there too. Adventures with Pam, Rock, Wolf, Sam Gilmore again. The SRT4 chick, Mel, Elise, Ashley Ergel, Sam. You guys rock. You guys just rock. Where am I headed to next, Tony Spock? Oh, we did hit that one, which was the Petty Revenge reward story. Okay, I'll dive into that. We're 8 of 15 right now, YouTube side. For Cake Story with Caden Thunder feedback. Heather Noel with the bronze medal. Thank you so much for that. Hey, look at that. It's on theme. It's on theme. Okay, we are going Petty Revenge. All right, y'all. Apologies to those of you wearing earbuds. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say TikTok official didn't misspell hooping as hopping.
Muted.
I'm going to... appears a little sus. All right, hey there, it is Dusty Thunder. We have a Petty Revenge reward story for you titled, Boss always found an error with my monthly reports and cover letters, so I used her old ones and watched her rip them apart. I hope you filmed that. I was telling this story the other night, and I was told to post it here. This takes place 19 years ago when I worked for State Street Bank for one of the worst human beings ever, Paula. Real place isn't named, so I don't care. If you live in Boston and are looking to work at this place, skip it. It's horrible. Anyway, to the story. I had just started working for Paula. The team was a mini project team tackling complex financial operation problems with high SVP visibility. That's how it was told to me. In reality, it was a mushroom farm, with Paula keeping you in the dark and feeding you shit. All I did was compile reports and gather data from people who were terrified of my team. Needless to say, I was bait and switched and was looking to get out shortly after I got there. She had a habit of always criticizing your work to hell with the stupidest things. One of the reports I was responsible for was a weekly update on certain oil warrants out of Nigeria. To those who don't know, a warrant is an agreement to buy a commodity at a specific price, regardless of what the current value is. The reason being there was an option to buy at $30 per barrel when prices peaked at $90 a barrel. We had no idea if the holder knew about this or not, but we had to monitor and report because the liability and loss would have been massive. Anywho, week after week after week after week, Paula would review and rip me a new arsehole over the format, verbiage, and every stupid thing not related to the actual numbers being right. Total ticky-tacky stuff. One day I was going through the network files and stumbled across an old folder for a similar project. It was Paula's handiwork before they gave her a team to manage. So I decided to use her format for everything, even changing the report structure to look just like hers and using her cover letter and language. I brought it to her office to review and sign off, and she absolutely lost her shit. She asked what happened to the old format. I told her since she didn't seem to like it, like what I had been doing, I thought it best to change it around. She said that this was worse than before, probably the worst I had submitted to her. She went on and on for what seemed like forever. I just looked at her and didn't interrupt with a blank look. Her last question to me was, what was I thinking? when I made these changes. I told her that I used formatting and language she used when she was doing a similar report a few years back. Then I found the folder online and used her past work verbatim, just with the numbers and relevant information changed. I gave her printouts of her reports and letters to compare. She just looked at me and had this dumbstruck look on her face. I asked if this was bad. Should I go back to my format then? She just signed off on the reports and said to send them as is. I just want to confirm that they were fine to send because less than a minute ago, she said it was basically unreadable. She said they were fine as is and we didn't have time to redo them. So I sent them out. I was smart enough to find and save all of her old work, for example, to use. I noticed that she went through and removed the older folders after I encountered them because I expected her to. The cat and mouse game on went for the remainder of my time there. I would use her templates and past work and wait for her to tear it apart. After a few more times, she eventually figured out I grabbed all of them. She asked and I told her I created SOPs using all of her past work and had saved it locally. It seemed like a logical thing to do. I was able to quit a few months later. Fuck you, Paula.
God, why are people like this? Paula, why are you such a bitch? It's the slowest clap I've ever seen.
Real names, real places, I don't give a shit. I think that is fantastic.
It's perfect.
And the fact that it went on for so long, I mean, a few months, but it kept going after she thought she deleted the evidence. So wait, she didn't even, like the next time you brought a report that looked a little bit different, the next time you brought a report to her, she didn't hesitate. She didn't think, hey, have I done this before? No, she immediately just went, and then you're like, yeah, that's your work too. Oh, okay.
Oh, it's because I called Paula a B.
I'm guessing not. I had said way worse stuff before that. But, you know, okay, we've expected at this point, I believe. Overkill the Space Love was super freaking cool. Crystal, Amy, Jenny, Melissa Elliott, the Sweet Flutter was very cool too. I saw it out of the corner of my eyes. Overkill with the Lover's Glasses, Kitty, Merm, Kia G, Steph, Twisted. Thank you guys. Thank you. Lots of cool stuff coming through. New F Gal, Paula doesn't know how saving a copy works. I deleted the evidence. How are you still finding it? FTG, Paula. Perfect petty revenge. Katie.
Right.
Indeed.
She just wanted to bitch. She just wanted to complain. She just wanted to use her power, her authority over other human beings.
She waited her whole life to have power over another human being and finally got it. And all she ever wanted to do with it was just belittle.
I just don't understand it. My brain can't comprehend it.
So I'm guessing, and if we have any, therapy professionals in house here right now, I know we have several part of the fam, but if you're here, what causes someone to behave this way and use what little power they have to belittle other people? Is it because they were belittled by people with power their whole lives and upbringing, and then that's their understanding of control and power? Or is it insecurity driven? Like, what causes people to do that?
Power trip, yeah.
Feeling
powerless in other areas.
Feeling powerless in other areas.
I don't know.
One thing
There's
get
so many
control
things.
of. But look, like you can, like even if you feel powerless in your life in every other area, like you finally get control or some power in an area, why is the immediate reflex to use that power for evil? Because you could just as easily make a really positive impact in somebody's life. That's the part that I don't understand.
Yeah. I think there's many, many factors that go into creating someone who acts like this.
Yeah.
And I'm thankful that I am not this person, because having that kind of like just bullshit in my life, like just being shitty all the time, has to make you like, it's got to eat away at your soul and make you a shitty person to be around, shitty person. Like you don't even like yourself at that point. And
it's kind of like a self-fulfilling prophecy of isolation, right? No one wants to be around you because you're a dick. And you're a dick because no one wants to be around you? Like, I don't know. But it baffles me.
Just out of curiosity, I just love that little animation. It's so cute. Before we end, how many people have had
It's already 5 o'clock.
A shitty boss? Like just absolutely shitty. To the point where you're like, and at that point,
You did it again! What is happening?
At that point, you're not there because you want to be there. You're there because you need a paycheck. And at that point, the company suffers, and it's just such an endless cycle. And I don't know if it's like that in other countries, but it is 100% like that here.
Yeah.
My last job was also not great.
I know. It's why I had to save you.
You did save me.
Real broad, it's a rite of passage to have a shitty boss. I think like someone not having a shitty boss in their life is probably the outlier at this point. It is a rite of passage, and I don't know. Unfortunately, it's a rite of passage. And I did see, was it Kathy? A therapy professional said, it's commonly like that's how they were brought up. So they're just continuing the trauma, right?
Oh, that's so pretty.
Benster dropping the 5. Debbie hit the wall. She never had it all. She takes one
so
Prozac
cute.
today. Her husband is CPA, and her dreams went out the door when she turned 24. LOL. I mean, it could be this just discontent that causes people to act that way. And man, I was I was in for 6 years in a position with a not great boss, and was determined to outlast them. That's kind of like my power came from determination to not let them win. Even if that meant enduring a lot of bullshit today and tomorrow and for a long time, in the end, I would not allow them to win or dim my light. And I think that's what I did. But I think that's the kicker, is that whatever you have to do to make sure that your light is not dimmed, do it. Play the short game, play the long game, do what you got to do. Yeah, Cake the Rogue, that's awesome. Yeah, I remember hearing about the last place not being great, so it's so awesome to hear that you're in a happy place now. Very cool. Very, very cool.
My
Companies-
brain was replaying some of the shitty stuff, like shitty scenarios that my last boss did to me, and I feel like we could have an entire live based on people's stories with their shitty bosses.
Yeah, that would be an extended podcast for sure. Faux show.
Tony can't participate.
Tony's not allowed to participate. Neither is Caden Thunder. Katie! Companies with narcissistic bosses are not sustainable, not a good business practice. I used to work for Stephen Josephs, who wrote Leadership Agility. He talks about this. It's so important not to be abrasive. And I think it's as somebody who's gone from not being in a leadership role to, suddenly jumping into one, there needs to be a lot more preparation heading into that, because being a good leader is not something that comes naturally to a lot of people. Right? I think it takes some intentional work, and it's something that a lot of people have to learn. It's not an automatic thing, I don't believe.
I think we've had lots of lessons in our roles as business owners. So, what is that noise?
Church bells.
Oh, the bells
Yeah.
at the church.
It's either Mr. Scheitz or Mrs. Heights. Just wanted to share with y'all, I was the one whose daughter was stillborn last May. We are expecting again and due in September.
Aww,
So happy for you. So stinking happy for you.
that's awesome.
Let me go and try to find this real quick, and then we'll go ahead and shut her down.
I wish you peace of mind and all the happy vibes that you can muster,
Yep.
because I know it's not easy to go through that again.
Zombie Queen couldn't wear jeans because of pregnancy compilations, so she swore at you, said it wasn't her problem. Damn, I was trying to go up and find your comments there. Can't find the other ones. Sorry. All right, let me get a little bit of wrap up, and then we'll go ahead and shut her down. Mama B101, Brandy Schmidt just became a super fan. Welcome to the Gosh Heck It fam. Now that I'm not wearing headphones, I realize how loud I talk. I talk really loud.
Me too. Just kidding.
Brandy
kid, a
Smith,
kid.
welcome to the Gosh Jacket fam. That SRT4 Jake, a Rock Wolf, Wrong Pluto, with all the stuff, including the Valentine cake, which was super stinking cool. Megan Berry, welcome to the Gosh Jacket fam. CF Paletti, or it's that SRT4 Jake, Overkill Milk, Crystal, Amy Niels, Jenny Lynn, Melissa Elliott, Kitty Cat, Merm, Kia G. Thank you guys so much. Couple of notes before we dive out here. The next public live will be Sunday, February 15th at 9 p.m. Central on TikTok and YouTube. And the weekly Wednesday live will be next Wednesday, the 18th at 3 p.m. Central. Normal schedule for next week. The VIP live is going to be coming up here in 15 minutes. We'll see y'all next time. Thanks so much. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Thanks for all the birthday love.